welcome back to another video. My name is Tatiana, and today I'm going to share with you my experience playing modded Minecraft for the very first time. I have a little pig, as you can see down there. This is just a quick kind of cut of me playing modded Minecraft with my siblings. My brother added a ton of mods, including ones where we could have relationships with NPCs, you can see their family lineage, you can have kids, you can talk to them, you can give them gifts, you can build businesses, all the things that I love and my sister would love. He kind of put into games like fantasy elements. There's cooking was severely expanded, as you can see. And even like there are huge dragons, huge boss fights. He added a ton of mods. And it was really fun. We saw huge birds, a lot of stuff. But the first thing we had to do was decide where we were going to live. So we went to the marsh first. He kind of transported us around, my brother, and we liked this area. It looked really cute. Oh, also there's a huge combat system that he added as well, as you kind of saw there. But there were little ants, and we thought they were really cute. But no, the trypophobia thing, we didn't like it, so we went to the lush desert, which was really cute, and I actually really liked this biome, but the town was all, like, it wasn't properly generated, so everything was all mismatched and all over the place, and the work to fix it would have been humongous, so we decided to move on to another biome, and it wasn't everyone's favorite, even though I enjoyed it. Then we went to a meadow, and we instantly saw a rocket raccoon, or a raccoon, and it was begging for food, which I thought was hilarious, so I started giving it my food, and it was really cute. I really liked this area, especially because I saw a really cool, like past the pumpkin patch area, I saw a huge mushroom, and it was super, super, cool and just really fantastical to see such a giant mushroom, and I wanted to live in it. So I ran over there fast as I could. We ended up coming across some monsters, and I really liked the combat system he had. I just thought it was really interesting. You kind of zoom out and have all this stuff. I was not very good at it at first. I did die, but it's okay. My little body was on the ground and I got my stuff back. I ended up walking around more in the area around the mushroom, and it started raining, and the atmosphere was just so beautiful. I don't know what mods he put in here, but it looked incredible, and I just kind of walked around, and I was like, hey, I want to live here. And then my brother said, we're not living here. Even though there was like a little blimp in the sky too, there was a town, and it wasn't very big, which I think he was worried there weren't enough NPCs. He ended up transporting us to Yellowstone, where we think he kind of wanted to live because he already had a base set up. He ended up handing me something else for combat because I kept dying, and it was Sanji's cigarette. So y'all know what I had to do. I had to go and do combat because being able to kick like Sanji from One Piece, chef's kiss, absolutely loved it, and I was having so much fun. I just fought the whole night away, a whole bunch of monsters, because if you level it up, you actually get fire. I forgot what the move is called, but like the fire kick he does, I forgot what it's called. So I fought the whole night away, ended up cooking some stuff because I really like the cooking system that he added as well. So I would always pull out a pot and stuff, almost like Sanji, if you know Sanji. And then after fighting for a bit about not wanting to live in that area, we found this forest, and it was super beautiful, and it had really huge, nice trees, which you couldn't grow, they just generate that way. So you know, we loved the light coming in. It was really nice, and this is where we decided to settle down. My house, I decided, would be right here where the village is kind of down to the side. So I started cutting out my property, and then I realized it was going to take too long, so I let my brother do it in exchange for free food forever. So he built me a really cool kitchen where I could serve food out the window, as you'll see. But here he kind of lets me pick colors, which if you've ever seen me stream on my second channel, he's done this for me before, and he does take it very seriously. He gets very much designer mode and starts showing me all these colors. So we wanted it to be close to what the village looked like already, which had a lot of darker woods and stones. So that's what we went with. And I started working on the outside while he worked on the inside. I saw they had benches in town and I tried to copy it. And I was like really confused because it looked like this. And then my brother was like, I have furniture in this mod, like you can make furniture. So that was cool. So I ended up just making more legitimate looking benches with whatever mod it is he had. And then kind of started putting like a lamppost and sitting area outside the front of my house. And he kept building it up and working on it. And then I wanted to also fix the path and like there's a lot of work we have to do on the village. And then my brother said there was this giant Hulk thing and it is huge. And, you know, I'm Sanji kicking left and right. He's shooting it with a Glock. I don't know what he's got. But, you know, we were doing pretty good. I was dodging. I was really proud of my combat. So as I was healing up, I was about to run back over there because he was like, I'm definitely going to need some help. So I grabbed some soup. And I've never fought this monster before. We were really worried it was going to come destroy my house or destroy the village because it's just behind us. So I started walking up. You even walk like Sanji, which is really cool. But then he kind of knocked it down, so we thought it would be easy. And then it threw me in the air and I died. And we thought that we were laughing really hard. We thought it was funny. So I went back to collecting leaves, get rid of that traumatic experience. We ended up getting rid of it, and he turned off the mutated stuff just so it wouldn't get in our village. And then we found Milisov, this child, because you can have children. So someone in the village had a child, but because we haven't set it up, they weren't like taking care of it yet. So we wanted to see if its parents, if the baby's parents were alive, and they were. It had very realistic baby sounds, which I actually started crying because I just felt like mother instinct turned on, and I was like, we need to take care of this baby. So we found his dad, which was this guy, but like we didn't know like where they lived or if the baby should be in the house because my brother has never used this mod before. So we ended up being stressed out and putting him where the bell was because it felt like the highest, safest area. And then my sister and I tried to feed Milisov. Milisov in game is safe and is now a teenager, so don't worry about it. He's good, but it was kind of funny. It was our first experience seeing a baby like that in Minecraft. So anyway, we came back to the house, continued to work on the inside. My brother was kind of doing the roof. I decided to start working on the path. And at first I wanted to keep a stone kind of walkway to keep up with the stone path. I do change this later because the wood stumps looks way better, but I wanted to have kind of an area with wood or stone underneath the window here where I would be able to serve food out of. I told my brother I want a restaurant or a tavern type thing, which he said we can set up, but we have to set up the official village first. There's things it needs to count as one, and then the NPCs will get jobs and have routines, but we wanted to get ourselves situated first. So that's why we started building our houses. So it really came along, as you can see. It looks great. I love the window with the seating. It looks really good. And he even made like an opening door, which was so cool. So I can open and close like when I'm ready to serve. And my siblings go to my house every morning to get breakfast because they don't like to cook, and I'm always sitting there cooking. And there were nice windows so I can see outside. The kitchen area was long, but it kind of had to be that way for the door, which I didn't mind. And then there's a little upstairs kind of loft, little nook for me to kind of put my sleeping and some storage. And then the redstone mechanic stuff he did. I don't know about that stuff, but it was really cool. I love the way it closes. Even though there is a space between, I kind of just jump in that space when it's up and then serve. So yeah, it turned out really cute. I really, really like it. And he built this really quick, not gonna lie. It took probably about a couple hours, but we were just kind of hanging out. And it was a ton of fun. And so my house was the first one that was finished. And then my sister's work, she actually commissioned my brother to get hers done. So I think he's working on hers, and then he'll probably make his the biggest, craziest house, and then we'll work on building the village up. So yeah, here's where I added stumps because I just thought it looked way better and more natural than having stone go all the way through. And then having kind of mossy stone on the outside I thought would look cool, so I was just kind of seeing how that would look. And I thought it looked pretty cool. And then kind of seeing the spacings crooked, which always bothers me. Y'all know it always bothers me. Then I worked on setting up the kitchen because the next morning he's like, "Where's my food?" Because I did commission him that I would give him free food for life in the game as long as he finished my house for me. So, had to get the kitchen ready. So I put in some counters and I ended up putting some chairs in there. And I ended up putting storage instead of that countertop because I realized I needed somewhere to put ingredients. So I began putting ingredients away, setting up a trapdoor so I can go up and down, got a cutting board. I really love that one of the mods he did was to decorate and had more realistic looking like chairs and items like that, and I really love that because I like to decorate the inside of my house and just in general decorating things. It makes me feel calm and it's very relaxing for me to do, and so I was really happy with. I didn't know what mods he would put in. He actually just surprised us and told us he built this whole thing with all these mods, like this game that he put all this stuff in. He did so much work for it. So yeah, it ended up working out. It looked super cool. And then I put some berry bushes, which I know can hurt, but I kind of tried to line the inside of my property with. And now I'm working on our farming area so we can have some more crops and more food because we keep running out of food. And I'm trying to do it without disturbing the trees as best I can because these ones we can't regrow them, we found. So yeah, that's where we're at. There's lots of work to do, but I wanted to share this with you. I really love modded Minecraft, and I did owe you guys a Minecraft video that I promised a few months back before I got Miss Rona. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed and have sweet, sweet dreams.